during the last set a little bit about what we call standards in the jazz world, which again are tunes written by non-jazz composers. In this case, for film, I believe, possibly a theater production, then made into a film. And the next tune we're going to play is by Cole Porter, one of the most well-known composers of these kind of tunes, these American songbook kind of tunes. This is "You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To." Incidentally, on that last tune, we heard from Bob on the trumpet back there and Jim on the alto sax. And on this next tune, we're going to hear from Jim again and Daryl on the trumpet.
program together of these kind of standard tunes. But looking for a little variety, decided we would be better off to grab a couple tunes from the jazz world and then later on from the Latin jazz world. So this is a tune called The Intimacy of the Blues by Billy Strayhorn, who was a pianist and composer and who actually wrote and arranged for the Ellington Band for pretty much all of his professional life, and wrote and arranged a lot of songs and pieces that have become associated with the Ellington Band, like Take the A-Train, is one of the more famous ones. Strayhorn also wrote popular songs, songs with lyrics, but we're going to play something that's a pretty straightforward blues called The Intimacy of the Blues. It's going to feature a number of folks. Bill on the tenor, Henry on the alto, David back there on the trumpet, and Ivan on the plunger trombone. That's an actual plunger. Bad hardware store. All right, this next tune, The Days of Wine and Roses, yet another tune from that American songbook. This one by Henry Mancini, who's most famous songs are maybe the Pink Panther theme and tied maybe with Moon River. But he wrote tons of beautiful music that jazz musicians have taken a real liking to. This is one of those tunes. This is The Days of Wine and Roses, from the film of the same name, which takes place here in the Bay Area.
on the drums. And the saxophone section in that nice saxophone solo. So this next composition is one by George and Ira Gershwin, Someone to Watch Over Me, a beautiful ballad. And we're going to feature our French horn player. The French horn is not so common in the jazz orchestra.
you find it once in a while, every once in a while, an ensemble will have something like a French horn or maybe some other instruments that are more associated with classical music, like flutes and clarinets. But the typical instrumentation for a jazz big band or a jazz orchestra, as it's sometimes called, we'll call it, is 5 saxophones, 3 or 4 trombones, 3 or 4 or 5 trumpets, but basically saxophones, trombones, trumpets. And since we have a French horn that blends in very nicely with the other low brass, I thought we'd feature Tim here on this ballad, someone to watch over me. Now our pianist, unfortunately, was delayed at the last minute, and so I'm gonna sit in a little bit on piano. I'm over here. The board. Tim, why don't you go ahead and play it? Technical issues. As you notice, the French horn, as opposed to most of these horns, is pointed backwards, which leads to a lot of bad musician jokes. But but it also makes it an interesting thing because while the rest of the band sound is going to be going this way, most of the horn sound is going to be going that way, so it's a set a little mic. All right, now without further ado. Thanks so much. We've come to the end of our program. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. I hope you enjoyed all the music that we brought you. We're going to close with something that's decidedly not a standard tune from the American Songbook. This is a descarga, which in Spanish or really in Latin music means a jam session. And it was written by a local pianist, Rebecca Moliana, and a saxophonist who used to be local, Enrique Fernandez, who has been doing big things in New York and abroad for a while now. So this is Descarga en Fo, and it's going to feature just about everybody in the band. Maybe not quite everybody, but almost. Hope you enjoy it, and we hope you come back next time. We'll be doing another concert like this at the end of the spring semester. Please keep your eyes out for that. Thanks a lot. So remember, trumpet solos. Where's the Just come on out. Before we start rolling. remind all the folks in the band, and if there are folks who played before who are still around, that we do now have to break stuff down and put it away, so don't run away quite yet. For those of you in the audience, feel free to come chat if you have any questions for me or for anybody on stage. Feel free to hang around. Oh yeah, there was one more thing I wanted to acknowledge. In the trumpet section, we have a colleague of mine, Bert Dragon, who's a journalism professor here at Laney. And some students of his did an excellent photo essay and article about this group and about the jazz ensembles in particular. And they're in the Laney Tower right now, and you can probably find some in the lobby if you're interested, or if maybe you know some of these folks and like to see them in print. Yeah, once again, we'll be back here at the end of the spring semester, usually the last week or two of classes or finals week. And we'd love to see you again. Thanks a lot for coming.